This is just a quick video to see if anyone understands why this happens with Juuls. Um, this is just a Juul I bought from my vape shop a couple weeks ago, and it's been doing fine. But every once in a while, this, not this pod specifically, but the pod won't hit as good. So I've been looking it up, and people say if you take it out and put it back in, it hits better. If you take it out and flip it around and put it in, it'll hit better. All this stuff, blah blah blah, squeeze it, cover it up, all these things. I'm trying to figure out why it's like this. You'll take a hit off it, it'll be fine. Take another hit, it's fine. Take another hit, then it barely hits. So you have to like take it out, do whatever, and it goes back to normal. And you have to keep doing that every once in a while. So I was just trying to see if anyone knew what the reason for that was, or why you have to do that, or if there's a way to get this thing to stop doing that, even if I have to take it apart and do something to it, because I know there's other e-cigs you can take apart and put stuff in a specific way to make it work better. But I don't know, I was just seeing how people feel like they should fix these things, or can fix these things. Another thing that I found that works is, what's it called? Instead of taking it out and flipping it around or covering it up, if you leave it in there and then you lightly squeeze it, like you just squeeze it a little bit. I'll try and get it on my mic to see if you guys can hear it, but if you lightly squeeze it, it'll suck some juice in, and that, instead of having to take it out and put it back in, this is what it should sound like if you guys hear it. I don't know if it did it that time, but well, I'll just have to see. But you just lightly squeeze it and then you should be able to hit it, and it works like normal. I guess comment below and see if anyone else has any other fixes for it, if they know why it does it or what, because that's my only complaint I have about Juuls. And the pods are expensive, and they last like a fucking day. Not even. Well, one pod lasts me like a day. Probably a day and a half, depending on how much I use it. But, yeah. Let me know if you guys have any fix for it, and I'll see you next time.